Stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top-5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. RPO complete to open the drive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This
turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's hunt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Crosses the 35. Breaks into the open. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Takes the easy one to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
To the air on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Shakes off the defender. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Bama! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running play, David. Why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got a man, it's White. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On a little time, lets it go. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stuff.
Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Caught behind the line. It's Scott. Still running at the 40. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Alabama quickly back to the line. He'll do it himself. That ball is live in the backfield. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Russell. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker. It's Young. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Catch in the middle. It's Scott. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Young. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's White.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's second and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Finds his tight end.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. Okay? It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
And a tied crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Going to swing it on second down. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. DB's right up on the receivers. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to pull his way in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. Part of the backfield. It's Riley. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Russell. The sure hands, it's Young. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
The offense changing the play. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Young. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Edwards. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. I don't know that there's anything more demoralizing to an offense than the fumble. I know the defense makes... Sometimes they just seem so unnecessary or sloppy.
And I think the offensive coordinator now has some decisions to have to make. Oftentimes, Reese, we see running backs fumble, they get benched. Well, this offense, they're not going to bench this guy because of his talent. But how many more times do you trust him to carry the football on design quarterback runs after that fumble?
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Got a man. It's White. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Morton. There he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Moving away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the marker, it's Scott. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Here comes the option. Oh, better look out. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Rush is on him. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Pick off. What a play by this defense.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Third down play from the gun. Pulls it in. It's White. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Looking downfield on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Defense in press coverage. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's White. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that is a perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Gives it on the option. He's past the 30. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He fires a bullet to the right. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Georgia sends out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. The option look. Now the pitch. Breaks into the open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Dropping back, it's Russell. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. Finds his back in the middle. Tackled there by the defense.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting them the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Wants to throw on third down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Edwards. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown time! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll bring it out. It's Crispin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. That's caught. It's White. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. This 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
3rd down. Red zone play. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And that one will put him up here in the second half. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll try the left side. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Now on the option. Quick toss. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Quarterback on the keeper. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. He'll throw it. With the catch, it's Scott. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back.
That's such a great physical play by their defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Crosses the 30. Turning it on. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few 1st downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with a W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the 1st down.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the offense. option to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Buffalo handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Western New York, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Russell. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And back to the air on second down. He'll pull it down and run. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Off play action. Unloads it left. Makes the grab outside. It's Adams. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of him here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to throw. It's Russell. He's got it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Got a man. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Still on his feet. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, you're trailing here in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds to try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
He breaks a tackle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? On the move. And the decision to go for 2 pays off as he walks into the end zone. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they can get into field goal range.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays.